I'll be farting all show.
Welcome to the Positive Sports Podcast. I'll be your host this evening, Ed Montana. Alongside me today, the very happy, the very shocked, the very enthusiastic.
Woo!
My brother Alex. Alex, how you doing?
I don't know what I'm happy for. I have so much going on between like last week and this weekend. I mean, I don't know what I'm happy for, really.
The Formula One race?
I feel like a rejuvenated Bachelor. You know, I mean, no kids, no wife.
And
That's
now
that's pretty fucking nice.
I'm going to throw you under the bus here, but what have you done with this rejuvenated Bachelor life of yours?
Man. Listen, if we had enough time, I would tell you. But I've done.
Just give us a snippet.
Oh man!
I mean, just a little snippet.
Let me put it in really short terms for you.
Just a little like tease, just a little tease of all the stuff you've done being in your new Bachelor life.
I'm gonna sum it up in one word for you. You ready?
Yes.
Nothing. I walked around the house like Tarzan. Okay, my big boy drawers.
You walked around in your big old tighty whitey.
That's right.
Whoo!
Damn it!
Bachelor life.
Don't you wish you could do that?
No. I'm wishing that your kids and your wife come back soon.
So so my wife is out of town, right? She went to visit my daughter.
Yeah. Speaking of which, for those of you wondering, he didn't get divorced. Newly Bachelor life is not like forever. It's just for a week.
That's why I couldn't say on the show exactly what I did because she might listen to it. But no, so yeah, you know, my wife.
Then you would end up divorced.
Yes. And then this would be like, you know.
Evidence.
And then I'm fucked.
Yeah. Well, Your Honor, he admitted it.
That's right. So yeah, she's out of town. My kids are, somewhere around in Houston with my sister-in-law. And so I text. So I've gone to mom and dad's house. I've gone to my uncle's house, spent some time over there, whatever. And, you know, I really haven't done shit. Okay, but, a brother like me needs some damn clothes to wear during the week. So I went ahead and did like 2 loads of clothes. And this was like at the very beginning of me being a bachelor, right? Because I didn't want to fucking do it at the end, you know what I mean?
So you did laundry.
I did laundry.
Okay, that's
Besides nothing, I did laundry.
It's very exciting.
And so I did 2 loads of laundry. And
now everything's pink.
Just about. Well, not my stuff, only hers. So look, I text her yesterday. Now this was at the very beginning. Mind you, I've been alone since like Wednesday, right? So I text her yesterday. That is a long time. So I text her yesterday, and I send her a screenshot of clothes on the bed, of these clothes that I washed. So in the text, I ask her, I'm like, hey, we're in a 50-50 marriage, right? And she took a while to answer it. So I went ahead and snapped a picture of the clothes very neatly placed, spread out on the bed,
right,
ready to be hung. And I told her, when you get home, you are to do your half.
Right. You did the laundry. She's got to put it away.
You got to hang.
That sounds fair to me.
I wash, you hang.
Did she send you the finger emoji?
No. I think she'll give it to me once she sees me at the airport when I'm picking her up.
When is she coming back?
4th of July.
Oh, they're going to cancel all the flights on July 4th.
Yeah, well, shit.
So she won't be here till the 5th.
Oh, man.
That's one more day you living alone.
Yikes.
I don't know if your place can take it.
I'm ready for her and my kids to come back and, you know.
Now, do you, keep up with the house so that it's not a complete mess when she gets back? Or do you just say, fuck it, I don't clean when she's here. Why would I clean when she's not here?
Right. Well, I wish I could say that, but no, I'm really a neat freak. Especially when it comes to the kitchen. Mm-hmm. I hate seeing the kitchen dirty, and as much as I yell at the kids and I say, hey, you guys have to freaking clean I just talk out loud and I say, you know what, if you want shit done around this house, you might as well do it yourself. So I end up doing it. I really don't mind doing it too much, but I like my kitchen clean. I like a clean kitchen. Everything else,
I'm a complete slob.
Yeah.
It's like when the cat's away, the mice will play. when everyone's gone, I let this place go to hell in a handbasket. I don't make anything. It's fast food every day.
Yeah, but then you're scrambling on the last day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you really want that? That's pressure right there, man. That's fourth quarter overtime. You have to make it look.
Look, I am the Tom Brady of cleaning when it comes to cleaning up after a week of bachelorhood.
I don't know.
I don't do shit all week long. The place is a complete mess. I have it sparkling clean by the time they get back.
I think you hire a maid. I think you hire somebody to come clean.
I mean, I'll take that as a compliment to my cleaning skills. I've never gotten in trouble when I get back. I've always managed to clean it up, and I even take pictures and stuff to show how bad it was before
and after.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
Exactly. Well, that way I can brag on how good I am, but not too much because then you're gonna want me to help out like on the regular.
Yeah, you can't be too consistent at your cleaning.
No, you can't be too good at cleaning because that's not good.
Huh. Well,
hey, let me ask you another question because I know this happens to me whenever I'm alone. How much have mom and dad harassed you to just basically go move in with them for the week?
That is well put. I think mom really wanted me to go and sleep over at least for one night.
You haven't?
I have not. No.
Oh, I would have for one night.
No.
Just for shits and
giggles. I know, but I'm just such a homebody. Hence why I haven't done nothing.
Put your Superman pajamas on, walk around the house.
Yeah, then I can't walk around like Tarzan at mom and dad's.
Well, Tarzan 6 days a week, Superman 1 night a week.
I'm such a homebody that I don't know. Hence why I haven't done nothing.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, hey, what can I do? I'm on my own mini vacation.
Well, that's good too. It's relaxing in a way.
It is.
No kids to chase around. Yeah. She didn't leave you a honey-do list? Honey do this, honey do that? Before I get back?
Nah.
Oh wow, you got off easy.
I mean, she'll tell me, like, she's told me a couple things over the phone. But, I'm so busy that I forgot.
I really would have done it, babe, but
I mean, sweetie, I'm busy.
Swamped. With you not being here, I've taken advantage of doing some extra work at the office, and I haven't had a chance.
Working 24 hours a day.
Just about.
So,
what do you want to talk about first?
I don't know.
Yankees-Red Sox?
No, we're not talking about Yankees-Red Sox.
Why not? I thought it was really cool.
I thought this is very poor by Major League Baseball.
Why?
I had no interest in watching these games. I have
less interest in a regular season game?
Listen, I've had a lot of time off. I've been able to watch a lot on TV.
I thought it was awesome. The production, like bringing it to a new country, doing the whole pomp and circumstance. They had all the team mascots over there. They had that free
team mascot.
Yeah, to bring MLB to Europe. It was pretty cool.
Teams have not all teams have mascots though.
Most teams do. But anyway, and then they had that dude from Atlanta that races people around the warning track. They had that guy there. They really did it up. I thought it was really well done. I thought it was pretty neat. The field was a little bit smaller. Mm-hmm. The fence was a little bit smaller, but still, 50 runs in 2 games is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's what I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe middle of July with free agency going on. For me, it didn't have with NBA free agency going on.
Once it's going on over there, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, I mean, even if they were playing on Sunday Night Baseball, I really probably wouldn't.
I was surprised they didn't put them on prime time somehow. Although I don't know how you would do that with them being 6 hours ahead.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But no, I thought the production was really good. A lot of offense, which makes everyone happy.
They scored more points in the first game than I think what was the stat? Than the Giants have scored. The Yankees scored more runs in that first game, 17, than the Giants, the New York Football Giants, have scored in 3 games in London.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Well,
I mean, how did all of a sudden this offense come about?
Well, look. I mean, let's be fair here. The Yankees have a ridiculous offense. I mean, they're on pace to break the record for home runs. They've hit a home run in every game for the last 30 games or something ridiculous
about.
like that. They're not offensively challenged.
Right, yeah, no, I
And
understand.
add to that, playing against a Boston team that their pitching is in shambles.
Their bullpen is.
Their bullpen is beyond
is
shambles.
I mean, between them and the Mets.
The starting pitching is not great.
No, but I don't think it's, six.
It's not terrible.
Both teams scored. I mean, come on. Tanaka gave up 6 in the first. I forgot who it was.
But again, both of these teams are offensive teams. I mean, they live and die by their hitting. Their pitching is not their strong suit. And Boston even more so than the Yankees, right? Because their pitching is just atrocious.
Yeah.
So it's not, while the number in and of itself is shocking, the fact that they were high-scoring games between these two teams this season is not that shocking.
Yeah, I don't know. I just find it a little funny how all of a sudden baseball is promoting baseball overseas.
I thought it was pretty cool.
And, why not put 2 different teams? Why the Yankees and the Red Sox?
Well, if you're going to...
I'm sure they could have found other teams to put it on there.
Well, but if you think about it, they're doing it the right way. The NFL's doing it wrong by sending the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers over there. You know what I mean?
Well, that's because none of the other teams really have any interest of playing over there. Like they're sending,
right,
they keep on sending like the Jaguars because there's a possibility of them,
But here's the thing: if you want to drum up interest in the NFL, then send the teams that everyone knows. Send the Packers, the Cowboys, the Steelers, the Patriots, right?
Yeah. Well.
If you want to drum up interest somewhere else, why not send your A product?
See, I'll sit there and watch Jacksonville and Miami play football in London before I watch the Yankees and the Red Sox in July.
Why?
Because number one, baseball's such a long season. I don't care about their 1 out of 19th game that they play.
Okay.
Especially in London. I just don't like that baseball is
if the
trying
Mets
to...
Had gone, if the Mets
I don't
had
care.
Gone,
I don't care.
If the Mets had gone over there, would you have watched it?
I don't know. I would not.
If the Mets were doing well and they had been over there.
Possibility. Depends who they play.
The Phillies.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. I mean, even if we were doing bad, I would.
So it's about the teams. It's not about the fact that it's in London.
No, it's half and half. But I mean, I don't know.
For someone who's supposed to be happy and have all this great news and spirits lifted, you're awfully grouchy about this Yankees-Red Sox thing.
No, I'm just... You're right. Then let's move on to free agency and basketball. No, I mean, I just... I don't know. I get tired of... Come on. You have to be tired of ESPN blowing the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Yeah,
It's just...
It's too much.
They're just... The TV station is a bandwagon. I mean... They rode the Warriors for 5 years. Mm-hmm. They rode the Cavs when LeBron was there. Mm-hmm. It's annoying. It gets tiresome. So especially when it comes to baseball, I don't want to see these teams
They are too much with the Yankees and the Red Sox.
And it's a good rivalry. I enjoy it when they're both good, right? It's fun to watch, right? Especially when they both make the playoffs and they have to play each other. But it's overdone.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, but they could have sent other teams over there and other top teams with top following or team with a transformative player, right? Like if the Angels had gone over there with Mike Trout, I think that would have been good. The Astros with Altuve and Springer, I think that would have been good.
The Phillies with Harper?
The Phillies with Harper would probably be good. It would drum up a lot of interest. The Dodgers and the Cubs, right? Because of the name value of those franchises.
Now, here's something
It didn't have to be the Yankees and Red Sox, but...
And here's something else. Like, Cousin Jay mentioned this to me yesterday. Why not send the teams to play in Puerto Rico or play in Colombia?
Haven't they done games?
They have. They did it last year with the Indians and the Twins.
Was it in Puerto Rico?
It was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they've done that.
Right, but why not do it more often? Ain't nobody in London playing baseball.
No, but if you want to get the next revenue stream, you're not going to get it in Puerto Rico. Not to mention, they probably already have a revenue stream from Puerto Rico. They probably already got a TV deal with whatever their station is down there.
Yeah, but
same thing with Mexico.
But they're not going to attract anybody from London to play baseball.
No, but it's not about attracting them to play. It's about getting into those markets so that eventually you have a TV deal there as well.
Why would you want to? I just don't understand why you would want to have one.
More revenue
in London. Yeah, but I mean,
revenue.
Ain't nobody watching in London. Not during soccer season.
Right. I agree.
Which is all year long.
Yeah, no. I agree. No one's watching. Now, that's why they're going there, to try to drum up that interest so that one day that will be a viable market. They're trying to expand the reach of the game, right? And you're not going to... They're already in Mexico. Mexico already shows MLB games. Same thing with Puerto Rico. And they've gone to those places. So it's about going someplace different. I thought it was good.
No. It was alright.
Speaking of baseball, there's only one division that has a difference of less than 5 games between first and second.
Let me take a stab at it. It's the Central. I know Central.
Yeah.
Actually, they got 3 teams within 5, no?
Yeah. The other divisions are all more than 5 games.
Is the NL Central the best division? I was looking at something like 2 weeks ago. Let me see if it still stands.
They're the best division in terms of I don't know who's going to win it.
Yeah.
But all the other divisions look like they're done. That can't be good for baseball. For MLB, right? That's got to hurt ratings.
I mean, well, I don't know. So the Cubs, who are in first, have 45 wins. They have the least amount of wins out of the division leaders in baseball. And the last place team, the Reds, have 38 wins. They have the most wins of the last place.
It's not the best division, but it is the most competitive division.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Look, and I'll tell you what. Don't sleep on the Reds. I know they're last, and I don't know that they're going to come back and win the division. But remember last year, I did some analytics around this time of year. It told me some stuff.
Well,
I've done not all of my analytics. I've done some.
Some.
The Reds are better than... The Reds are going to be a problem down the stretch for the rest of the Central.
They could be. Did you see how the Cardinals lost the game on Wednesday Night Baseball? I think it was last Wednesday or the Wednesday before. Like 2 outs. They had a runner on second base. Guy gets picked off. I mean, he looks at the second baseman for like a quick glance. And the pitcher was so fast. He fucking whipped that baseball and got him out. And I mean, it wasn't.
Did the shortstop cover?
I think it was
the shortstop came from behind him and covered?
No, I think it was a second baseman.
So he looked over at him and...
I can't remember. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
That's a terrible way to lose.
Yeah. Against the Marlins, too. It happened to the Cardinals.
Did you see someone on the Cardinals, I don't remember who it was, I want to say Carpenter, bunted for a double?
Oh, yes! Dude, I was so happy when I seen that.
Yeah, look, I went to a game yesterday. I went to the Astros-Mariners game.
Nice.
And it was amazing how many times they shift. Like, I didn't notice until I sat there and watched it. And I had good seats. I mean, I was high up, but I was behind home plate. So, you're looking out on the field. You can see it. It's like really, it really makes an impression on you. And I was just like, wow, they shift on 75% of the at-bats.
That much.
Yeah. And I'm like, look, if I'm a guy that gets shifted against, I bunt for a single until they stop.
I don't care if you're Mike Trout. Well, maybe. Well, he might be the exception.
Yeah. I mean, that guy. What is his OPS? I mean,
like fucking 9,400.
It's more than one, so I wouldn't take the single, right?
It's insane. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. But I mean, 85% of the players that get shifted on, just fucking bunt. Why not? You can start. You can start a rally.
And the funny thing is you hear a lot of batters complaining about the shift. So much so that they say it's unfair, and MLB has had talks about instituting some kind of rule to try to eliminate the shift, you don't need to wait for a rule, man.
Yeah.
Do it yourself. Bunt the shift out of baseball.
I don't feel like they should get rid of it. I mean, if a team wants to shift, then let it be.
Exactly. No, I agree with you.
That's how they want to play defense.
And quite frankly, if you don't like it, bunt them to death.
Yeah.
Because
they'll stop shifting eventually.
Dude, they even do it with men on base.
Really?
And I'm like,
I don't know if I've ever seen it with men on base.
I've seen it with yesterday. I saw it with a man on first. They will still do it.
That's ridiculous.
How do you not bunt for a single there and put first and second? How do you not bunt when you lead off? How do you not bunt when you're in a slump? I mean, how do you just? I would take the hit, right? What do we say when someone gets a ball thrown inside and they move out of the way? Right, just wear it, take the base.
Right.
A walk's as good as a hit.
That's right.
A bunt is a hit, man. Do it.
See,
right? If you're down 3 runs, you need a. You can't hit a 3-run home run with no one on.
That shouldn't be allowed though. Shifting with runners on, because I mean, what are you teaching kids watching the game? That's not baseball. To me, that's not baseball. Eliminate that. If you want to shift with no runners on, that's fine. But honestly, is there any logical reason to shift when there's runners on? There's no logic.
I mean, the analytics say this guy pulls it no matter what.
Yeah.
I think if you want it,
unless that chart says 100%, that pull chart. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty dumb.
Tell us your thoughts on the shift. If you want to, you can let us know what you think about the shift. Alex is in favor of banning it.
Banning it with runners on.
I'm in favor of bunting it out of baseball. If you have another solution, we'd love to hear it. You can reach the show via email at positivesports10@gmail.com. positivesports10@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of me, you can do so on Twitter at eMontana21. And if you want to get a hold of this guy,
at Brooklyn Gaucho 1.
Still not in jail?
No, I'm not in jail.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. All right. I've blown you off long enough.
About what?
You can start talking about NBA free agency.
Oh, no. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's nice. I wasn't that excited to talk about it, to be honest with you.
Please.
I promise you 110%, I was really not.
Were you jumping up and down in your Tarzan suit yesterday when you found out about the Nets getting Durant and Irving?
Boy, I just got a picture of that in my brain. That's not a good one. I mean, I'm excited. Yes, I'd be lying if I said no, but
how could you not?
I mean, we as Net fans, we're yet to see the KD and Kyrie combo for another 2 years.
It's another year.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Another year. I mean, so
this is what I hope happens. I hope Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan. Well, I don't hope this, but this would be kind of neat if it happened. I don't hope. What if Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan had injury-plagued seasons such that the Nets did not make the playoffs and ended up in the lottery, and then got the number 1 pick. And then you'd have the number 1 pick, Kevin Durant coming back from the Achilles problem, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan. That would be awesome.
The problem with that is I have no idea who's coming out next year. At this time last year, we knew Zion was coming out. We already knew about this.
You're still going to get someone really good.
Unless,
plus, how good does he have to be? You don't have to put the whole franchise on this guy. It could be Andrew Wiggins. Who cares? Just a young guy that can ball a little bit.
Andrew Wiggins. Wow. when there was rumors that D'Angelo and the Timberwolves were talking, I was like, oh my God, if the Nets get Andrew Wiggins, they're going to really botch this. They're going to really New York Knick this. The only way you don't tank, like
I'm suggesting?
Yes.
I'm not suggesting tanking, by the way. But it would be pretty cool.
Only if Kyrie is injured and can't play. But if not, you don't. There's no way. KD or no KD, there's no way.
Yeah, no.
You play to win.
Likely, if Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan are fine, they'll still be a pretty good team. They'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
You know, they're not going to be bad just because they only have 2 of their big 3. But it would be really interesting if they, imagine if this was imagine if Zion was still in school and they could get Zion.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Hey, look, remember, this is kind of what happened to the Spurs, right? The Spurs had David Robinson. He got injured. They played like crap because he was their star, and he was out for most of the season. They ended up in the lottery. They ended up with Tim Duncan, and that's how they built that dynasty.
Turned out all right.
Yeah, I mean
5.
So it could
NBA
happen.
Finals.
It could happen. That would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's a great move. I think it's a great move for Brooklyn itself. I mean, they've been trending up the past couple of years. I say, think about what they executed possibly the worst trade in sports history.
It's taken them 6 years to recover.
But under this new management, Sean Marks and the guy, the coach and all that, it's been just 2-3 years.
Right.
So,
but even so, if these guys had come in 6 years ago, right after they did that, it still would have been a process because they were absolutely strapped.
Yeah.
They had no assets. I mean, they
had no first round picks for like 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. It was probably one of the worst deals ever. I mean, so it would have taken time regardless, but it was. And now, really, the stars kind of aligned just right, where Kyrie kind of worn his welcome out in Boston, and KD came up at this point. And
so I've said it before, where there's 2 types of fans. There's a diehard whatever fan, and there's not a diehard. There's a fan, and then a realist.
Yeah.
You have to be in reality. Like, I am a diehard fan of the Mets, but the reality is that right now we have probably only one player that is really playing baseball, and the rest of the team is
we have 3 All-Stars.
I have no idea. They're not the 2 dead ones that they celebrated at the 1969 celebration.
No.
Because they're not even fucking dead. We can't even celebrate our players that are alive. The freaking Wilpots think they're dead. Okay, whatever. Let's get off that. But did you see that? Yeah. I mean, come on, man. But that's
the Mets for you.
That's insane.
Yeah, well,
So, having said that, last year at this time, or 2 years ago at this time, man, Boston got all these picks. They're getting Gordon Hayward. They're getting Kyrie Irving. They're gonna be great. First season, they both get hurt.
Right.
Second season, man, they got Brad Stevens. Ed and Alex pick them to go to the NBA Finals. They have assets. They have Danny Ainge. And it didn't work out. And I don't know what to expect of Kyrie. Yeah, I'm sure he loves New York. I'm sure he loves Brooklyn. I'm sure he's always dreamed about playing for the Nets.
No, not always.
Well,
the Nets haven't been around that long. The Brooklyn Nets.
No, he's been a fan since the New Jersey Net days.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He went to school in Jersey.
Right.
Did you know he was born in Australia too?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I knew that, and I knew he was a Jersey guy, but
yeah,
I assumed that he was a fan of anyone but the Nets.
No, yeah, you're probably right. How could you, right?
Back then.
See, that's a good freaking point. So now I question how much he really wants to play. So you think about team chemistry a little bit. Like, how is he gonna, how is he gonna fit himself in? Because we only lost D'Angelo Russell. Everybody else kind of stayed intact. So how is he gonna fit himself into the team? I'm sure his teammates will, bring him in.
It is a very interesting situation for both of those guys because.
Yes.
KD had to fit himself into the Warriors, and I think he did a good job, and I think it started to unravel this year a little bit, but for the most part, it worked. Kyrie, made it work with LeBron, but didn't like LeBron, got himself off to Boston, and in Boston it failed miserably. So it is a little bit concerning, or not concerning, but certainly it's going to be very interesting to watch. How is this all going to work with DeAndre Jordan and Irving and Durant? It is going to be a very interesting situation on a team that had built some chemistry that was moving in the right direction, that felt like they were on the rise.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very interesting to watch. The other thing is there's something to be said for playing with your friends. Like you've had more than one job in your life. Think about how much better it was to go to work when you got along really well with the people you worked with.
Right.
As opposed to the times where maybe you were working at a place where you didn't like anyone. And your work product probably reflected that a little bit. And maybe that will take care, that will cure, being around friends all the time. Because, you're pretty much living together for 6 months.
Yeah.
Maybe that will cure those chemistry issues that Kyrie, that bubbled up with Kyrie in Boston.
I will say this. I think what the Nets have and are still building, Kenny Atkinson, the coach, I think they've sold 2 of the top 10 players in the league on that alone. These guys took pay cuts, man. They went away from a max deal. Yeah. I mean, that says something too. I think what they were able to buy into.
Does it say that about the Nets, or does it say that about the desire to play together?
Both. I think both. That makes me think that
there's something about the Nets.
It's a
culture that they like.
Something. The Nets either have sold them the moon and the bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge,
right?
And KD and Kyrie are buying.
By everything that you hear, playing together was extremely important to both of those guys.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't give a shit about the Nets.
Maybe
they don't care what kind of culture the Nets had. They just had the money and the cap space, and they're like, we'll go in there, we'll create our own culture, we'll win, and that'll be the end of that.
I disagree with that, because you think they would have taken the same amount of money to go play in, I don't know, Phoenix? Probably not. So I think being that it's the Nets and what they've the hole that they've dug themselves out of, I think that
maybe
that probably has.
Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell at this point. Obviously those guys don't talk. Neither one of them talks very much. So
did you see D'Angelo Russell now went to the Warriors?
Right. And they parted ways with Iguodala.
I think that's a good move by the Warriors, man.
I agree.
Especially with Klay not playing most of the season.
Well, we don't know how much he's going to be out. We don't know how that.
But I'm saying
recovery is going to go. I mean, he could be out all year. He could be back before the end of the year, before the end of the calendar year, which would put you about halfway through the season. It just depends on how that recovery goes. I think it's going to be. The Warriors are still going to be really damn good.
Yeah, I mean, if they get a little bit of bench, I think their bench is kind of slim. They just lost another bench player, so
Iguodala is a big deal.
Him, Jordan Bell.
Yeah,
he wasn't. He contributed to what they've done.
And then the other big moves were the Sixers, right? Because the Sixers signed Al Horford, which I think is a great move for them from a personnel perspective. Mm-hmm. I don't know all of the cap gyrations and whatnot. It seems to me like a lot of money for Al Horford, but in terms of talent and how that fits into that team, I think that's good. If they can get something useful out of a Butler sign and trade, which all indications are that that's what's going to happen.
Right.
They're going to get rid of a head case and bring in Al Horford. I think that's a big plus for them.
There's a 4th team now. It's a 4-team deal, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But see, I think Butler fit better than Harris did. I'm almost thinking Butler should have stayed and Harris should have been shipped off.
I don't know. I don't know that I agree with that.
Tobias Harris is a little more reserved. And I think
Butler's more of a head case.
Yeah.
A lot more of a head case.
Yeah, there's no denying that. But I mean, he played pretty well in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he's a head case.
Well, I mean, I'll take the guy that
can
go and get it.
Yeah, I mean,
there'll be a better defensive team. Horford, that's a lot of money for Horford, but I think they needed that.
Well, I know we say it's a lot of money, but when you stop and look at it in the landscape of what contracts went out yesterday, I mean, there were $3 billion worth of contracts awarded or signed or agreed to yesterday.
Yeah.
$3 billion worth.
That's a shitload of money.
They were throwing money at Ricky Rubio got $17 million a year.
Oh God.
I mean,
where the hell did he go?
I don't even. The Suns.
Did he?
Yeah. Ricky freaking Rubio.
Wow. Well,
And then you got a guy like Nikola Mirotic going back to Spain. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
6 years, $79 million.
Is that what he got?
That's what he got. He could have gotten more here.
He could have gotten 3 years, $79 million here. Well,
Probably.
79 might be a bit. 3 years, $79 million.
He could have gotten 20.
4 years. 4 years, 79. He could have gotten, right?
15.
Just under 20.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he'd have gotten that. Shit.
I wonder what made him do that.
Chris Middleton stayed with the Bucks. Good for them. Until Giannis leaves, then it's not good.
You think he leaves when his free agency is?
You think he doesn't?
No, I don't think he does.
Oh, I think he's leaving.
No, he doesn't leave. Because that's the only place he's going to get a max contract from.
Yeah, but the outside money, the outside money for that guy playing in a big market as opposed to playing in
the Lakers,
New York.
We already have a team, Brooklyn.
The Knicks.
Nobody wants to play for the Knicks. Did you see what KD and Kyrie did?
Well, no.
It's not that nobody wants to play.
No, KD and Kyrie did not want to play for the Knicks. The Knicks said, look, man, you're hurt. How about you take this little 75% of what we can offer you at most?
I don't think it's the Knicks that nobody wants to play for. It's the owner.
James Dolan. Look, if KD is never the same, the Knicks are going to look like geniuses for not offering them max deals.
That's right. And getting Julius Randle and Taj Gibson.
All those guys have 1-year options.
Do they?
So we could ship one of them off if they suck.
Team option or player option?
A team option. And then they could sign Giannis.
Yeah, there's no way they're signing.
And maybe somehow they swoop in for Kawhi. Next year bring in Giannis. What?
Where's that guy going?
Clippers.
You think he's going to the Clippers?
Clippers or Toronto?
Yeah, Lakers are out of it.
He's not going to the Lakers.
No, there's no way he's going to the Lakers.
And here's the thing. Why is he talking to Magic?
I don't think he is, man. See, that shit that came out on Sunday or Saturday or whenever it was, it was KD and Kawhi, I don't think were ever, I don't know. I'm not no freaking insider. It's just my, whatever my little logic that I have.
Right.
I don't think they were talking. It's Magic Johnson all of a sudden came out and everybody else from Stephen A to everybody came out and hopped on that bandwagon and made it a thing.
I heard more about Magic Johnson since he quit the Lakers than when he was with the Lakers.
I feel that's a great way of putting it. I feel really bad for that coaching that whole coaching staff.
Oh, Frank Vogel?
He's got a freaking bullseye on his back and forehead already.
He's got a bullseye on his head from management, right? Got to win now.
Yeah.
He's got a bullseye from the players because LeBron doesn't respect him, right? Because LeBron wants to be the coach as well. He's got a bullseye from the fans because the fans expect him to win the NBA championship next year. He's got a bullseye from his assistant, who does not want to be an assistant, wants to be a head coach.
Right.
It's only a matter of time before that dude gets whacked and Jason Kidd's the head coach.
Am
I lying?
Yeah, but who the hell are they going to coach? The freaking 7 dwarfs? They only have 7 players on their team.
Well, they're not dwarfs, though. A lot of those guys
Okay, they're a little bigger than dwarfs.
Yeah, they're big.
But it's only 7 of them.
Well,
that's crazy.
When you have LeBron and Anthony Davis, you can play 5-on-4.
God, where would you like to see?
I wonder if they only have 7 on the roster, right? I wonder if they're going to go out there and go, let's play the first quarter 5-on-4 to save our legs for the rest of the game.
You know what? I'm starting to think. Do they actually think that they are Space Jam? Do they think that Space Jam is real?
Dude, they've got LeBron and Anthony Davis. They think they're good enough to play 5-on-4. They'll put a 5th person out there, but like every now and then LeBron will just stand at half court,
play,
take a deep breath and rest.
Wow, amazing!
It's gonna happen, man. So where do you think Kawhi's gonna end up?
I would like to see him end up in Los Angeles, but I think it's
with the Clippers or with the Lakers.
Yeah, Clippers. But I think it's back to the Raptors.
I don't think.
Why fix it if it ain't broke?
I don't think he's gonna want to play with LeBron and Anthony Davis. I don't think.
No, Clippers. I said.
No, I know, but I'm going back to the Lakers thing. I don't think a guy like Kawhi wants to play with LeBron. I'm surprised Anthony Davis wants to.
Glamour life, man. The LA, the spotlights. Kawhi doesn't come off like that, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, look where he chose. Look at the 2 teams Kawhi's played for: the Spurs and the Raptors.
Yeah.
So
there's no way he's going to LA.
Yeah.
Good point.
But I mean,
maybe it's time for him to get paid.
Maybe. But think about it, man. He goes to the Clippers with Doc Rivers. They got a decent young team. Very similar, a little. Nah, I think the Raptors have a better team. But he's in LA, having to go up against LeBron and 4 times a season, then possibly in the playoffs, and then he fucking beats LeBron. Another ring with a 3rd team.
I don't think if he goes to the Clippers, I don't think they're going to be automatic NBA Finals contenders. I don't think they're going to be that good.
But here's the thing, though. Nobody's a contender. I mean, everybody's a contender. You know why? It's up in the air, man.
Yeah, but there's some teams that are better than others. And the Warriors are still going to be really damn good. The Rockets are still going to be really damn good if they don't kill each other in the process.
Stop it. And man, oh my God, if they would have gotten Jimmy Butler, I would have been a season ticket holder. Bro.
Yeah, and I would not want to sit in my seat. I would want to hang out in the locker room.
Yeah, yes.
I would want the seat closest to the locker room so I could just sit there and listen to that shit show.
Could you imagine Jimmy Butler going at Chris Paul? I can see James Harden taking it, but Chris Paul?
Oh my God, that would be so much fun to watch.
Wow.
That would become the best soap opera in basketball.
They would overtake the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
In terms of soap opera?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, by a mile.
That would have been nice.
I wish they'd have done that.
Damn.
That would have been great.
Well, nothing's official until the 6th of July, so maybe everybody changes their mind. What kind of bullshit is that, too?
They're still moving pieces.
Why do that, right? Why not just make it...
I don't understand why they confirm these reports before they've actually signed something. That's how Carlos Boozer got away.
That's right.
So, maybe that's why you're not so happy. KD and Kyrie have not been signed yet. It's just reported.
Very true.
They could change their mind.
Anything can happen.
They could decide to pack up and move to Minnesota together.
They could say, hey, hold on, we ended up in the wrong borough.
Knicks, here he comes.
Could you imagine that?
Oh my God, that would be the greatest theft
Bro,
ever.
I would delete my Twitter.
That would be... I mean, I don't really care about the Knicks or the Nets that much. I mean, I root for both of them, but I really don't care that much. That would be awesome. If the Knicks swept in and took KD and Kyrie, and I guess DeAndre Jordan too, right, if they want to play with their friends, from the Nets, that would be...
And we got stuck with Julius Randle and Taj Gibson.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, we got to sign somebody. Hey, Julius Randle, I hear your deal with the Knicks fell through. You want to come over here?
That's insane.
And then the Knicks... KD is never the same. Kyrie Irving implodes again. And the Nets with Taj Gibson and Julius Randle become like...
A dynasty.
A dynasty. How freaking funny would that
I'll take that.
God. That would be awesome.
Well, needless to say, when the Nets come in town to Houston, I will be at one of the games.
You're going to have to get yourself some tickets, bro.
Floor seats? Would you, let's say the Nets were your team, like, you were diehard Nets fan or whatever. I mean,
Floor seats?
would you go floor seats in this
I
situation?
don't have that kind of coin, bro.
No.
It's pretty expensive. The Rockets tickets are expensive.
I think basketball tickets in general are a little more expensive than baseball.
Well, yeah, because there's less games.
And there's more seating than baseball, right?
There's more seating. But yeah, it's...
I haven't been to a basketball... Actually, the last basketball game that I went to was against the Nets.
And I'll tell you what. Sitting in the front row of a baseball game is nothing compared to sitting like 4 or 5 rows courtside.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 rows back from the court. Because... Right, the seats go right up to the court.
Right.
Where you could, like, if a player comes over, you could push him.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Even if he doesn't, like, land on you, you could reach over and push him, right? Whereas in baseball, you've got foul territory and a wall and all this other stuff.
Or a net.
So it's... Maybe that's why they're so much more expensive.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
All right, bro. What else you got?
That's it, man.
You want to call it done? Episode 81 of the Positive Sports Podcast.
81.
Famous number 81. Go ahead, do it.
81?
I dare you. I double dog dare you.
I mean, I'm going to say Tim Brown.
Tim Brown's a good one.
I blank out now. I know there's a bunch of 81. Oh!
Terrell Owens.
The Hall of Famer.
Terrell Owens.
You shouldn't be giving him a timeout. You shouldn't be giving him a shout out. T.O., yeah. T.O. has B.O. Remember that banner?
Yeah.
That they hung up in...
yeah, no, that was the first 81 that I thought of. I thought of Tim Brown as well.
I was going to say another one, but I was kind of...
Who?
We'll leave his name out. Aaron Hernandez. I mean, if we're talking just football here, okay?
There's no other. I mean,
we're not talking the killer. We're talking a football player.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he didn't wear 81 when he was killing people. He only wore it when he was playing football. So, I mean, you could say that about all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like at 26, we could have said Ray Caruth. Or at 32, we could have said O.J. Simpson. But again, they only wore those numbers when they were playing football. So it's different. It's okay.
It's okay. Okay.
You got a shout out?
Man. Shout out to last week's birthday boy that I totally forgot to shout out.
Last week.
So this is a belated shout out. Shout out to 50?
Damn near.
Okay. Damn near 50. Shout out to you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
I hope you keep on getting younger, wiser.
That I can do.
And I hope one day you're as handsome as your younger brother.
Well, as I get older, I'm sure that's the only way I'll get as handsome as my brother, my younger brother. Yes. Last week was my birthday. It was a good time.
Party hard?
No, not too much.
Not too much? That's
had family and friends over.
That's signs, bro.
Birthday cake and ice cream.
That's signs.
I don't want to hear it. You're not supposed to party that hard for your birthday compared to your bachelor life. I know you're not talking about me, Mr. Been sitting at home in your Tarzan outfit while you've been free.
Don't be jealous because I'm a bachelor.
I'm not. Because your bachelor life sucks.
It sure does. I got to go back to it after the show.
Can we do another show, please? Let's do a bullshit
5-hour-long show today.
Let's do a bullshit podcast. Come on, man. Let's do another podcast. Let's start a new podcast right now. I don't want to go home.
Let's make the Guinness Book of World Records and
longest
I wonder what I'm looking it up. Are you still down to do the little itsy bitsy Burger Barn challenge?
Oh, hell yeah.
You are? Okay. All right. Just making sure we keep everybody updated.
Yeah. That's happening, bro. I'm not afraid of no damn burger and some jalapenos.
All right, man. They got some crazy peppers in there.
I'm going the opposite way today. Instead of a shout out, my condolences to Tyler Skaggs and his family passed away today. They found him dead in his hotel room here in Texas. He's a pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels. They were in Arlington to play the Texas Rangers tonight. That game has been canceled. So my heart goes out to his family. the Anaheim Angels organization and really all of baseball. To lose a young pitcher like that, 27 years old, is really pretty sad. Unfortunate. Hopefully it wasn't anything nefarious. Hopefully it was
it definitely sucks. That's pretty horrible.
Yeah, it was.
Real quick before we go, want to take a stab at how many hours the longest podcast was?
16.
Short. 36.
Oh my God.
I was thrilled to host a 36-hour non-stop podcast on the 21st and 22nd of April in 2016. I didn't sleep for the full 36-hour marathon and broke the world record for the longest ever continuous podcast. Who the hell is this?
Here's the thing.
That's a long time.
No service. You're not going to be able to upload that to any service. So it's pointless.
How do you know? That's a long... Well, you go live. You just do it live.
Right, but then you got to post it somewhere else.
This thing's taking forever. Well, I guess we'll never know.
Anyway, with that, we've come to the end of another wonderful episode of the Positive Sports Podcast. As always, thank you very much for listening and or watching. If you want to reach out to the show, you can email us at positivesports10@gmail.com, positivesports10@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of this guy, you can do so on Twitter at BrooklynGaucho1. And if you want to get a hold of me, you can do so on Twitter as well at eMontana21. As always, folks, ignore the negativity, be the positivity.
Happy 4th of July, please.